off we go on EA Sports. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrison flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Morrison, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down now, it's Price. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Off play action. Morrison. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Price. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll run on 1st down. Price. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
For the running back.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Throwing on 1st down. Morrison, flush to his right. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. The first carry for a former member of the Fighting Irish, Dexter Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Morrison. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying for Braun, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, it's Price. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
28. The tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Morrison. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Panthers' 5-yard line.
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the gun, Morrison looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Saints 14, Panthers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 4 more yards. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Just shy of the goal line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Saints 14, Panthers 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Morrison escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
12. And the Saints first down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Wide receiver.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake. Morrison. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
Morrison.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Saints.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Morrison. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
26-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, Morrison flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Morrison. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Morrison flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Price looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
47 is the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep here for Braun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Morrison. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Price. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Carried by number 20.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on second down, Morrison. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Throwing on first down, Morrison. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
17.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Morrison. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 32.
Give them 32 on the play.
And the Saints first down.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Morrison. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Morrison. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score Saints 27. Panthers 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Escaping the pressure right. Now a got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught. He hits more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.